Hey friends, Andy here. How you doing? Good to see you. In this video, I'm going to do another helium mining update. In my last video about helium mining, I had just received my miner, so now I have a bit more experience with the whole mining thing, so I want to give you an update a month later. In this update, I want to discuss the status of buying a new miner if you are interested, how much helium I have earned so far, and whether this is all worth it. A few interesting things I have figured out with the help of you about earning more helium. We're going to talk about all that and more in this video. But first, fill your mouse cursor up with some helium and let it float its way over there to click or smash or press the like button. Whatever you want to do to it, just click it. I appreciate it. YouTube appreciates it. And we all know what YouTube wants, YouTube gets, I guess. Okay, let's jump into this video with talking about what's the current status of buying a helium miner. Well, as you know, I have a Bobcat 300. Look at it, the people's miner. So beautiful. And you know, I have had several people comment under my last video saying that the Bobcat is bad and whatever. I personally have had zero issues with mine. Uptime has been basically 100%. It just sits in there silently mining helium without me even realizing it. So I'm personally happy with the Bobcat, and it also seems to be shipping pretty fast compared to a lot of the other ones. The price of the Bobcat has remained the same at $429, and when you add shipping and tax and all that, it's a little over $500. But the thing to note, important reminder number 4, estimated shipping time is 12 to 20 weeks from order date. And by the way, I'm sorry for my voice. I had a cold or something, so you get that luxurious radio voice for this video. Maybe it's a good thing, I don't know. Anyways, 12 to 20 weeks from the order date, and if we check their Twitter, you can see that their last batch was batch 22, and it says orders placed between May 16th and May 18th have shipped. So you can see how far out they are with the shipping. I had ordered mine in April and I just got it about 2 months ago. So just about any route you go with this whole helium miner thing, you're gonna have to wait. However, if you believe in the long term of this project and you think you're gonna continue earning into the future, well then maybe waiting 5 months isn't that big of a deal. I'll let you, not me, be the judge of that. But I've been happy with mine, no complaints, but I know there's lots of other ones out there, so you do what your heart deems as true and right to do. All right, so I got my miner at the end of August. I think I started mining on August 27th. As you saw in my last video, I do have it by my front window in the living room. However, I have moved the antenna away from the glass of the window because apparently that reflects the radio waves back. Who knew it was hurting me? Instead, I thought it was radio waves are being free. Go free, radio waves, out the window. Nope, that's not how science works. So I changed that, but I'm also doing a bunch of other stuff, which I'll talk more about here in a second. But first, how much have I made with my miner? Well, if I hop on to the old Helium Explorer, which looks like this, look at all those pretty little lights all over the world. Well, in some parts of the world. Still working on other parts. But if I click onto my hexagon, you can see I am on this hexagon here, and there's 6 other ones, and my miner's name is Gorgeous Hazelnut Locust. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that beautiful? Don't you just love to hear those words? Rolls off the tongue. Anyways, let's take a look. All right. So, oh, there's some orange text that says suboptimal transmit scale. Yeah, I know about that. A lot of you mentioned that. We're going to talk about that too. So, earnings. In the past 24 hours, I have earned 0.135 helium, or $2.95 worth of helium. In the past week, I've earned 1.078, or $23.46 worth of helium. And in the past month, I have earned 4.53 helium, or $98.57. So again, I paid a little over $500. I think it was like $515, if I remember correctly, for my miner plus shipping plus tax. So if I divide that by 98.57, a little over 5 months until I have made back what I put into it. Now again, I am over a month into this, so I've actually made more than that. I will show exactly how much I have in total here in a second. But even at these earning rates, a little over 5 months to earn back is pretty crazy when it comes to crypto mining in general. However, like I have alluded to several times in this video already, I think I could be doing better, and a lot of people have let me know that. So we're gonna talk about that, but first let me tell you exactly how much I have made in total. So my current balance is 963 free helium or $209.63 worth of helium. Now, I haven't sold any or moved any. I've just earned it and let it sit there. I haven't fully decided if I just want to keep hanging on to it and see if it goes up in value or if I want to sell it off to pay off my miner. But either way, in the time since I started mining on August 27th, I have earned almost 10 helium. But Andy, yes, Andy, the question is, can you do better? Well, yes, I think I can. So what can I do to improve my helium earnings? Well, a few very nice commenters laid out in detail that basically my transmit scale is pretty poor. The area I'm in is crowded. And one of the things I can do to increase my earnings is to get an outdoor antenna, somewhere between 4 to 6 dBi, and get it as high up as I possibly can and get more witnesses farther away. So with that kind of game plan laid out, what am I doing? Well, I'm doing exactly that. Last week I ordered a 5.8 dBi outdoor antenna, and that should hopefully be here next week. And once it gets here, I'm planning to put that up as high as I possibly can with the goal of getting over 20 feet, maybe 25 feet up into the air. And then once I do that, I will then be your personal guinea pig and report back on exactly what the improvements, if there were any, are. Now, do I think that these commenters were just pulling my leg? Well, no, I don't. Actually, I did a little bit of research based on what they were telling me, and I can show you. Let me click on this here hexagon, which has 10 miners in it, which is even more than my hexagon. And yet, if I scroll down, the very bottom here, there's flat magenta chipmunk, which, as you can see, has earned 0.5 almost in the past day. And in the past 30 days, it's earned 11. So in the past month, it's earned twice as much as me. Now, their transmit scale isn't great, but I noticed two things. One, they are using a 5.8 dBi antenna, but more importantly, I think, is their antenna is 5 meters or about 15 feet for us Americans above the ground. So I might try different dBi antennas, but I think one of the key things here for me to do is get my antenna out of the house and get it up as high as I possibly can. And you can see over here in this zoomed out map, that's really reaching pretty dang far away, which is pretty cool. Which if I go back to mine, you can see I'm only kind of stretching this far, not nearly as far away as that other one that's outdoors, high up, with a higher gain antenna for those long reaches, which I guess that's how it works. I still need to do some more research on the whole antenna thing, but I have one on order. It's coming. I'm going to put it outside, put it up high, and then I'm going to report back and tell you if I'm earning more or not. Was it worth it? Me climbing up a tree or climbing onto my roof, was that a good decision? Should you do that? Well, stick around to find out if I break my neck or not in the next Helium update video by your friend Andy. So anyways, that's what's going on in the world of Helium for this guy and what's coming up next for me and my miner. I hope that was interesting. I hope it gives you some insight. Please let me know down in the comments if you've bought a miner. Do you have one? What's your experience? Is my plan a good one? What do you think? And if you enjoyed this video, then you'll probably enjoy my first Helium mining update video right there. And if you're curious about Helium in general, you should watch my What is Helium Explainer video right over there to learn more. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.